My daughter said her tooth was hurting. That was it, nothing more, nothing dramatic. A father's instinct is straightforward. Protect, fix, provide. So I did what any father would do. I called the dentist and got her the soonest appointment. Simple. Routine. Then my wife said she'd come along. The way she said it, too quickly, with a smile that didn't quite reach her eyes, caught my attention. I noticed it.
I didn't say anything.
Just nodded. At the clinic, Dr. Karim welcomed us with his usual warm demeanor. But something was off. His eyes kept darting toward my wife, again and again. I saw it. And when he spoke, his voice wavered. His hands, usually steady, were slightly unsteady as he asked my daughter to open her mouth. When my wife said something, his voice faltered again. The atmosphere shifted, like the air got heavier, more charged. I felt it settle over me. Then, just as we were leaving, Karim reached out. He gripped my hand briefly, leaned in close, and whispered, "Pocket."
Now.
I didn't look right away, but I felt it, something folded and pressed into my jacket lining. Paper. Small, square. I waited until we got home, locked the bathroom door, unfolded it. 7 words. Check the birthmark. It's not yours. The world didn't tilt. It froze. My daughter. The little girl I'd cradled in my arms the day she was born. The one I'd stayed up with through sleepless nights. Built her crib. Painted her room. Held her hand on her first day of school. Taught her how to tie her shoes. My child. But the note, crumpled in my fist, said otherwise. I knew the birthmark. A faint shape on her left shoulder blade. I'd seen it 100 times. Karim wasn't making a guess. He knew. I didn't break down. Didn't shout. Just stared at myself in the mirror. My face looked different, colder. Not angry. Not heartbroken. Something worse. Clear. For 3 days, I kept up the act. Breakfasts. Bedtime stories. Drop-offs and pickups. I smiled. I laughed. I played my part. But I wasn't the same anymore. I had become something else. A silent presence. Watching. Listening. Noticing details I'd never paid attention to before. Patterns. The signs were small at first. Grocery runs that didn't match the timestamps on receipts, deleted messages, a phone always on silent. But most telling was how she suddenly overcompensated. The way she touched me more, kissed me too easily, laughed a little too loud. It felt like she was trying to bury something between us, something already dead. I called Karim. We met after hours in his clinic. He locked the doors behind us. His face said everything before his mouth did. I didn't know how to tell you, he said, eyes down. He'd been treating her professionally. It started with her bringing in our daughter years ago, but she kept coming back alone. Not for medical reasons. He ended it. Said the guilt was crushing him. She'd threatened him, said she'd destroy his career, his family. He looked broken. I couldn't let you keep living like this, he said, voice cracking. I left that night with 2 things. Certainty and a plan. I didn't confront her. That would have been too kind. Instead, I started pulling away silently. I untangled our finances, met with a lawyer, outlined everything, dates, doubts, betrayals. I began recording every interaction. Calm, methodical. I didn't need proof for myself. I needed it for what came next. I took a DNA test, using strands from her hairbrush. The results arrived 2 weeks later.
0.
Not mine. The pain hit like a hammer to the chest, but I didn't bend. Then I shifted to the mind games. Quiet ones. A baby photo turned face down. A legal pamphlet left carelessly in the open. A note about a therapy appointment never scheduled. She noticed. Her paranoia grew. I could see it in her eyes, shaky, wide, desperate. She checked my phone, rifled through drawers. Still, I said nothing. Finally, I suggested a weekend away. Just the 2 of us. She agreed instantly, too eagerly. I rented a secluded cabin. She brought wine, lingerie, like she thought intimacy could fix what she'd broken. That night, I handed her an envelope. She smiled as she opened it, confused. Her eyes scanned the results. Silence. Her face lost all color. You planned this, she whispered. I nodded once. A decade of lies. Of theft. She took a step back, tears welling up. I didn't mean to. You don't get to speak now. She sank into a chair, shaking. I walked to the door. Everything's already filed. The police know. About Kareem. About your threats. You'll be served on Monday. Custody hearings are scheduled. She grabbed my arm. Please don't take her from me. I looked at her hand like it was a stranger's. Then I gave her the one line I had practiced for weeks. You took her from me the day you lied. When the police showed up, she was doing laundry. No makeup, hair in a bun. They read her rights while she looked at me, pleading silently. I stood there, quiet, watching her world collapse. The courtroom wasn't emotional, it was mechanical. Evidence lined up. Lies exposed. Her character dissected. No tears could change the outcome. Full custody. No visitation. Now it's just me and my daughter. Sometimes she asks about her mother. I tell her that people sometimes make mistakes they can't undo. But she's safe now.
She always will be.
On the nights she curls up beside me, her tiny hand wrapped in my shirt, I stare at the ceiling and think about the moment it all shifted. One envelope. 7 words. Truth burned through the lies. I didn't just take revenge. I reclaimed my life. I got my daughter. And I never looked back.